Hello guys, Lebra here. So we are at the end of the 4th year anniversary and I feel like it's appropriate to have my thoughts laid out for you guys of what I think overall of the 4th year anniversary in Dragon Ball Legends. Now, for me personally, the 4th year anniversary didn't start that great. We had a very mediocre banner with an awesome unit like the Master Ultra Instinct unit, a very anticipated unit at that, and this other thing of a unit that it's still bugged, even though they have said they have fixed his unique not activating after dropping below 50% HP. The banner's value was just absolutely abysmal. And you know what? The banners got better as the celebration went on. They made some unforgivable mistakes, in my opinion, that in other games, if they have made such mistakes, they would have gotten so much more backlash. But right now they did not, because even though we tried our best to fix up their mistake and set this game, you know, on its right path again, with you know, with tweets, with multiple videos criticizing the raid event that was up during the first part of the anniversary. It was honestly the most horrible raid I had seen. It was just so garbage. You needed a 6-star MUI to even attempt at farming that thing. With 3 stars MUI, you couldn't do anything. You had to rely on RNG to even farm the raid. It was just ridiculous. So, after all the backlash they received, for part 2 they fixed some things up, which was very interesting. We were getting a lot more medals. For part 2, the banner with Super Saiyan 3 and Tapion was just awesome. The value was immense, and these 2 units just, you know, worked so well together. Vegeta and MUI unfortunately did not, and I do believe that you know, the Super Saiyan 3 and Tapion banner might have grossed more than the MUI banner. Honestly, I do believe that, because like the value was just better. It was just better, and the units like could form one of the most powerful teams in the game right now. But yeah, regardless of that, I feel like if it wasn't like for MUI in the first part, people would just have you know, gave up on this anniversary. But MUI was something cool. I remember the first days he dropped, people were having problems against him in PvP. Understandable, people did not know how to play around him. But you know, as the days went by, people figured out, oh, I can tap him out. I can tap shot him out of his unique gates or whatever. So people started finding ways in outplaying Master Ultra Instinct Goku, and they feared that the game would be completely passive. Which, you know, even though MUI promotes passive play, there are ways that you can counter him and you know, get him out of his little comfort zone, that is his unique gates. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with the part 2 banners and how they fixed up the part 2 raid, getting a lot more medals. No need to grind anymore the raid for the rest of your life to get the LF Z power, which I'm gonna get into that. The rewards this year were pretty great overall. We got plenty of conquests. We got LF Z power, which honestly it's invaluable to me. Sparking Z power, extreme Z power, resources in, in the form of the exchange medals that you can just exchange for souls and stuff. Overall, my box has seen like its best year this year at the 4th year anniversary. Honestly, the value was just incredible. Even though the banners were not the greatest, I do believe that they should have. Man, I just don't know. Like, what was the reason behind not bringing back the LF Bardock? I just do not understand this at all. Like, at this point, LF Bardock is starting to age a little bit. Like, what was the point of not bringing him back? I don't know. The LF pool was like really limited. All the LFs. We got Vegeta Blue Zenkai, which honestly, now he makes it in a top tier team. People didn't think much of the Vegeta Blue when he came out because they thought, yeah, he didn't get anything. Basically, he got nothing. He just got a stat increase. That's basically all he needed, it seems. And now he's a top tier unit. We are in a red dominated meta, and Vegeta Blue just benefits from that, man. Same as the Ultra Super Gogeta. This is why blue units are on the rise right now, because Androids, MUI, and Whis is just such a terrible team to face against. Very annoying team. So yeah, again, part 2 was just, I could say, probably the best part of the anniversary. Even though in part 2 we experienced a little bit of a drought in terms of events. Man, I don't know, like, we did get Majin Vegeta after a while, and I just didn't feel like that unit clicked with me. I felt like he wasn't good enough, man, compared to the other free-to-play units that we got, like the free-to-play Super Gogeta that we got for part 1. Man, he was just a disappointing unit, bro. And Majin Vegeta is one of those units that is a really hype character, man, and they did him wrong. They did him completely wrong. Imagine if that guy was at the level of the free-to-play Trunks or the free-to-play Super Vegeta. That would have been such a gift from the developers, but nope, they decided to shaft him in every way possible by making him a defense type. Defense types and free-to-play units don't really go well because their stats are gonna be abysmal. This is what it basically comes down to it. But yeah, we got the free-to-play Vegeta. Unfortunately, he's not a good unit. And then we come into the part 3, which is the Ultra Super Vegeta. And basically, I don't know, man. They did not have enough events planned out for part 2 and part 3. This is what I feel like. We got a burst of CC in part 1 that lasted up until halfway of the part 2 of the anniversary. But it definitely feels like now we are not getting enough events, enough Chrono Crystals, and the drought right now is really hitting. We also got the Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku Zenkai. I'm not like we got obviously the Piccolo Zenkai in part 1, but I don't know, man. Like, who cared? Who cared about that Piccolo? I don't know, man. Not part 1, excuse me. It was part 2, actually. But who cares about that Piccolo, man? Like, even though they said it was nostalgic, I didn't think that actually anyone cared about that Piccolo. It was really sad. Even though he's a decent Zenkai, yeah, he's a decent Zenkai for sure. But the Spirit Bomb Absorbed Goku might be the most impressive Zenkai alongside the Great Saiyaman we got this year. I feel like they have done a great job at making Zenkais a little bit more viable again. And mind you that Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku is a defense type. So that guy should have turned out horrible in terms of how they handle defense units right now. But he did not. And Ultra Super Vegito as well. I feel like they have nailed it this year with how balanced they made the units. Even though yeah, people might not agree on the fact that MUI is not a balanced card. MUI is probably OP. I don't think he's that OP. It's just learning to play around his gates. That's all to me. If you can do that, you can easily kill him. And let's take a look at all the quality units that we got this year, man. MUI, Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Face, Tapion, oh, Tapion's just amazing. And Ultra Super Vegito. All of these units, besides the Sparking Vegeta, that unit is not a unit. All of these units were really high quality, and they were carefully thought out. And that raises an eyebrow on why they made the androids like the way they did. Honestly, the androids they're just too good. Tag units have introduced a new level of power to this game. We've experienced it first with the Blue Boys and now with the androids. And yes, I do agree that they do not feel like a unit that was supposed to come prior to the anniversary at all. So yeah, I'm really happy with how they fixed up the anniversary part 1 and onwards, because part 1 was just horrible in my opinion. Part 1 had us. I feel like many people were on the edge of quitting the game, honestly. Like, the banner was terrible, the raids were terrible, the events, everything was just terrible. Part 1. After part 1, everything kinda fixed itself up. The developers finally listened to us after we made so many videos, like, giving them all of this backlash. They finally listened, man. But yeah, overall guys, this anniversary for me, again, this is my personal opinion, right? I feel like it has been a great anniversary overall. The amount of Chrono Crystals we got, the amount of resources, LFZ power, everything was pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was really satisfied with what we got, but resource-wise, obviously. I am dissatisfied with the fact that the banners were not that good. The banners were actually not that good overall. Besides the Super Saiyan 3 and Tapion banner that had the greatest value out of every single banner that they dropped this year, I don't think any other banner had, significant value. But yeah, I am very glad that they also made Ultra Super Vegito a very well-rounded character. Not making him too OP, not making him, too weak. They nailed every single unit this year, man, in terms of balancing, I guess. They did a great job, and I gotta hand it to them. Super Saiyan 3, the same thing with Ultra Super Vegito, man. He's not, insanely broken. His defenses are not up there. You can easily take him out if he's not careful enough. And yeah, even though offensive-wise he's a beast, you can easily kill him. He's not that good defensively, which I think every unit should have a flaw, guys. Should have a flaw to be able to introduce balance to the game. Like, take, for example, the androids. They do not have a flaw. Like, I have faced this team hundreds of times this season. I've played hundreds of games this season. I have not noticed a single flaw with this game. Not defense-wise, not offense-wise, utility-wise. They have absolutely everything. Even the best team in the game. They're not gonna go anywhere for a long time, it seems. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy and say, oh man, you should invest in androids from now on, but you know, if you pull the androids, it's a good idea to have them like at 7 stars, I would say. Just, you know, have them at that sweet spot right there, because you never know how the meta is gonna turn out. They might start releasing some more, you know, powerful opponent units right now. Some more androids. You never know what it's gonna be. Future has been receiving the most buffs this year, and it's crazy that they keep buffing Future for some reason. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be my overall thoughts about this 4th year anniversary. I think they did a great job overall. I'm just not happy about the first part, as I said. Many people are upset with that fact as well, because the first part was just a pay-to-win fiasco, man. Like, literally just pay, get more copies of the MUI if you wanna play the game. Basically what it was. Hopefully they don't repeat this mistake again, and hopefully they have learned from their mistakes, the developers, I mean, obviously. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be me. You know, I'm pretty satisfied with this 4th year anniversary. Overall, you know, they dropped some really hype units, really cool units. I'm fine with that. You know, Dragon Fist 2%, one of my most, I guess you could say, anticipated units for me personally, man. Like, I've been talking about this guy for years to come to the game, and he finally arrived. But yeah, guys, these are my thoughts. Tell me what you think down below about the 4th year anniversary. I want to hear you guys' thoughts as well. Yeah, this is gonna be it from me. Yeah, man, enjoy what's left of the 4th year anniversary, and next up, it's the festival, so save your crystals, because we might, and I say might, we might get implementation of the superhero movie on the festival banners. So yeah, keep that in mind with your crown crystals. So yeah, guys, I will see you all, man, on the next one. Take care.